Dr. Fong and I are just two of over 6,000 healthcare workers who right from the beginning have been working very hard to contain this COVID-19 situation. I can tell you personally, of course we've had the assistance and help of other agencies, including the Republic of Fiji military forces, who have been instrumental in helping us contain COVID-19 in Fiji. I can tell you personally that when this first started, when we got our first case, we had been preparing for months. We had been preparing since the end of January. Our first case was on March the 19th. At the same time, we were worried. We could see that there were other countries, much higher resource countries, around the world, high-income countries who were struggling, who were floundering because of this pandemic. And in Fiji, we tend to underestimate ourselves. The best we could hope for at the time was that we would get cases, we could contain them and bring them down to a level that our system, and we knew very well what are the vulnerabilities and the strengths of our system, could handle. We came out to you, the public, and we appealed to you to please listen to us. Please practice social distancing. Please practice hand hygiene, cough hygiene. And I told you at the time we could do it together. We exceeded our expectations. That's the fact. Today marks 80 days since our last confirmed case outside a border quarantine facility. 80 days. That's an achievement. And that's not to say we haven't been looking. We've been testing daily. Our testing has actually increased since our last confirmed case. Our testing happens, of course, at Fiji CDC, which is a WHO-supported laboratory that conducts what is the gold standard for COVID-19 testing, real-time RT-PCR, which is a molecular-based test. We've been testing locally since March the 11th. My team at Fiji CDC have been working nights since just the end of just last week, since March. Every night they test samples. They call me. I haven't had a decent night's sleep. I have a baby, but also because I've been getting lab results at the odd hours of the morning. And they call me, they give me the test results. So we have had all of these measures in place, and we've actually exceeded our expectation. But going forward, we need to see how we can not just exist in a post-COVID world, but live. And what this government has been very clear about right from the beginning is that we will not turn our back on our own citizens who are out there. These recent cases who came in from India, these three, they've been in India for months. India went into lockdown and they couldn't get out. And finally we were able to get them out. And yes, some of them have tested positive, but they've tested positive in a very controlled situation. We've had these government control quarantine centers since March the 28th. We've made sure that no one has exited these facilities since April 23rd without first testing negative, regardless of whether they had symptoms or not. This has been really well supported by our Republic of Fiji military forces. And we've seen what's been happening in other countries who have similar systems, and they've run into issues. And we've looked at those issues, we've refined them, and we're here to tell you that as long as we maintain that standard, our Fijian public, our communities are safe. And we urge you, I would like to end on this note, we urge you, please have some compassion for our returning citizens. Put yourself in their shoes. Imagine if it was your parent. These are our people returning, and we need to look after our people. Thank you.